I figured that's what it
Ross,
was.
you good?
Okay.
So we all you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we all came for the shakes, but let's talk some baseball.
Okay.
Talk about this season and your outlook.
Well, I hope our team is as good as the chocolate shake I just drank, as you would say. But, we're excited about the club. We got a unique combination. And college baseball is always a different team every year with a pro draft and guys graduating and those type things. But it's just interesting trying to put them together. Last year we had the starting rotation been together. This year we got more position players back. I expect to score more runs. There's a different baseball today too than we played with last year, so I think that's going to be fun because I think baseball was meant to score a few runs, not to be 1-0 every game. So I'm very excited about that. But our bullpen's back. We got a big break. We're getting Suarez back as a kid that's #1 in our rotation to turn down more than anybody in the draft. And I'm excited about that.
What difference is this baseball going to make? Hitting, pitching?
Well, the ball's going like 20, 30 feet further, which makes a difference because a warning track ball is now a home run, and that's good. I got to the point where you couldn't hit one out. We used to have to put some people behind the fence during batting practice all around the fence to pitchers to get the balls. Last year we didn't bother because there's maybe 1 or 2 balls hit out during batting practice. This year we hit more out in BP in one day than we did all year last year. So that's a good thing. I think it's part of the game. I know parents pitchers don't like to hear that. They're the pitchers, but it's helping them. Slower seams, balls carrying better. It's getting them ready for pro ball because it's a low seam like you get a pitch with, and you got to play with more. I wish we used exact pro ball, to be honest, because it's hotter than our ball.
You mentioned Suarez. Who's in the mix to be the 2, 3, 4 starters right now?
A lot of something in the air, but we're taking Woodward out of the bullpen. He's going to be our #2. Enrique Sosa is going to pitch the 3 spot right now, and Danny Garcia in the 4 spot, and Bo Prey in the 5th spot. And we got 3 out of our first 4 weeks. We need 5 starters, so it's they're young, and we're going to see how they pitch. And last year was kind of in ink, that rotation. This year is more in pencil, other than Suarez.
What are your expectations for the middle of the lineup with Collins and Abreu and Thompson coming back?
Well, Collins is just a natural hitter. He's one of the better hitters in the country. He's fun to watch because you feel like every time he walks up there, he can hit one on the parking deck, which is great. And as long as he doesn't think that, then we'll be okay. But he's fun to watch to hit. The ball really jumps off his bat. Those other guys were Thompson and Abreu and Iskandarian all have potential to hit home runs. They're big, strong guys, and which means we're going to score more runs. We got Sebio in a 2 spot right now that's really getting on base. He's getting on the plate more and getting on base a lot more, striking out less. He's been hit 6 or 7 times in our squad games. We're just on the plate. And then we have Chester at center, a freshman that's going to lead off for us. He'll play left field, in the Sebio center of the game. And he's the fastest guy on our team. He led the team in hitting this fall, and he's doing very well again this spring. So, get those guys on. Hopefully, those guys in the middle can knock them in, and we can score some more runs.
Hey, I just saw the weather report on the weather lady, and it's supposed to be in the 40s. New Jersey's coming down. It's going to be in the 40s.
It's going to be sunny and hot for them, I guess. For us, it's going to be cold, but you know what? We'll be fine. We just got, what's amazing over the years for us since we joined the ACC, or even since I've been here, we've gone to a place with extreme bad weather. Like we went to Notre Dame during Easter weekend, and it had a chance of snow when we swept. And that was during. So I figured we were playing 9 games, 9 guys, and we still swept on Easter weekend. And then we went to Boston College a couple of years ago, and it snowed us out Friday, Saturday, and we ended up swept on Sunday. And so we played better than I thought we would. I think I was the coldest guy there. Our guys, were warm and just about playing and running around and not used to it.
Jim, what's the biggest key for this team? I mean, what needs to happen that you're not sure of right now, besides the starting pitching rotation, obviously, and some of the new guys? What do you want to see that will show you this team can go to Omaha?
Well, I mean, this game starts with pitching, so our 2, 3, 4 in particular, 1, 2, 3 are our weekend pitchers. Those guys got to establish themselves as soon as possible. Your RPI is established early. You need to win early and win often. You play the game every day to have a good RPI, and that's what we're hoping that we will have. That's something, of course, is very important. Hopefully, our bullpen, with Brian Garcia and Cooper in there, that's going to very, very good and find us a left-handed guy out of the bullpen that's going to be able to help us in that situation. But that's huge because I don't know what percent of pitching is, 80% of it or whatever it may be. But the reason we were good last year was because of pitching. And this year I think we're going to be good because of a little bit of a combination of both, and hopefully play good defense. I think our outfield's going to be outstanding. I think our infield got a chance to catch it and throw it over to first, and with that combination, there's going to be a few more runs given up, but we're going to score a few more runs.
So how do you feel about the corner defense, at this point?
Well, we're still kind of debate with Iskandarian and David Thompson at third, or David Thompson at first, and Chris Barr at first, so we're still kind of establishing that point. And what's amazing when you play these games, you can play inter-squad games all day. I think it's in any sport. When you turn on the lights against another team, the game changes. And it's amazing how things that you covered and you talked about and you did, it just comes up and it's different. When a game starts and you're in the dugout, and even the alumni game this weekend was a little bit different than what we've been doing because you got different guys. I know it's our guys, but it's a different team over there. You haven't played them. And those guys may not be at the top of their game, but they are mentally, and they don't make mental mistakes. And they taught us a couple of things. I thought we learned a couple of things from the alumni game, watching the game, that we weren't ready. And nobody's ready at this time of year, and we get ready as soon as we can.
Coach, how surprised were you that Andy did come back?
I mean, I was very surprised. I mean, I'm very, very happy too. I got to tell you, I know the Friday before the signing day was at 5 o'clock on a Monday, and he called me on Friday just to let me know that he wasn't going to sign. So I said, I kind of chuckled. I said, do me a favor, call me back on Monday at 5 o'clock. So 5:01. His number's busy. I can't get him on the phone. It's because Susan had him on the phone for 15 minutes. So for me to confirm that we were trying to, just to make sure, at that time, because he hadn't called me, because she had called at 10 minutes to 5, which is probably good. They couldn't get him either, I guess. But that was exciting. It's exciting for us. It's good for him. Andy feels good about it. He's going to graduate this year. He's got another year of eligibility. If he'd like to come back to grad school, he's got his degree in his back pocket and a lot of experience going in. He feels good. He knows he's going to graduate before he plays.
Coach, what does having guys like John Jay and Manny Machado around this program a lot do for this team?
Well, there's a lot of ex-pros out here right now. A lot of our guys, a few other guys that are out here too, working with Yonder and John Jay, and of course, and they're working early in the morning. The deal is they have the field and work out till about 12 o'clock. And then 12, we got to get ready for our team, which goes on the field, in the afternoon for some early ground balls and early work there. But it's good. I think it's a great example for our players to see these guys out here working out, seeing what they're doing. They're working out in the weight room. They walk by them. We might have 15, 20 guys in our weight room that are pro guys, or some of them being major leaguers, and some of our guys that they see them working out. And I think that's a good example for our guys.
You mentioned last week you felt you had one of the best bullpens in the country, and with Woodry and Sosa, you said the 2 and 3 spot right now. Garcia and Hammond. What else have you seen in the bullpen for guys vying for those spots right now?
Well, see, I just took Woodry out of the bullpen, so that gives us one question mark that we didn't, because I was trying to keep our bullpen intact. But we feel like we need Woody out of there early, and he wants to be out. He wants to start, no question about it. So, but the bullpen with Garcia and Cooper are outstanding. We just got to make sure we get some left-hand hitters out. But even with that said, I mean, when you go back to the days to Danny Graves and Tesmer, I mean, I don't remember who the left-hander was. We walked the left-handers and got the right-handers out if we needed to. Whether it was a win, run, or whatever, we still walked a left-handed hitter at times to get to a right-handed hitter for a sign wider. And Tesmer ends up pitching in the big league. So, you just got to kind of go as you go, get a feel for the game. But I feel good about our pen for sure.
How excited are you to get a full season from David Thompson again? He missed a lot of games last year.
Well, David's the guy that's had 3 surgeries since we've been here. He had another surgery in December, which a lot of people don't know about, but it was a minor surgery, but a surgery where he had to have part of a rib removed, and then he was able to start lifting pretty quick. The biggest thing is that he's been able to do his rehab, but the problem is that he really hadn't been able to get stronger. Now I see him getting stronger. Last summer, the second half of the Cape, they said he swung the bat a lot better, and we need him to reach that potential that we all need. He has, and being healthy is a big part of that.
Is he able to throw fairly well? Or?
Yeah, he's throwing, and on Friday night he'll play third base. So he'll play third base, but he's going to go back and forth some from third to first.
Coach, it seems like outfield's pretty set with Abreu, Eusebio, and then Carl Chester. So what do you expect out of Jacob Hayward this year?
Well, Jacob's a guy that, you know, she's got to get more consistent swinging the bat. He's a really good athlete. He plays hard. He works hard. And the ball really jumps off his bat then. And he's just got to get more consistent swinging the bat. When he does that, I mean, his potential is unlimited.
Anything else for Coach Morris?